Hi, my name is Silvia Modig. I'm a first-term member of the European Parliament. I'm representing Finland and my party, the Left Alliance. Before the work in the European Parliament, I used to work in the Finnish Parliament, where I was a member of the Parliament for 8 years. Well, the declaration is an important statement on EU values and for equality, and it's an answer to the LGBTIQ free zones that Poland has established and to the deterioration of minorities' rights in several member states. Homophobic speech has become even the lead message of presidential campaigns, and the hatred is growing. So it's a really important declaration, but it is a declaration only when we need concrete political action and decisions, and that's where a lot of work still needs to be done. The resolution was not hard to get because, first of all, the majority of the parliament see the importance of defending human rights. And there we have a majority on that. And then also it's against our common treaties to discriminate one part of the population, because all the money the EU is spending must be on the benefit of all Europeans, also the LGBTIQ people. So that's why it was not hard to get the parliament on board, but the concrete political legislative decisions is going to be more challenging. The opposition looks the same as it looks and sounds in those countries opposing rainbow rights. And in those countries and those parties, they're in power who stand for discrimination. The opposition looks very same in the parliament, and it is something that is a much broader issue than just the LGBTIQ rights. It's very important to see the bigger picture. If one person's human rights are violated, then human rights are violated as a whole, as an entity, and therefore also your human rights are being violated, even if you don't belong to that certain group where the discriminatory action is at that moment. But human rights must be seen as a whole entity that belongs to all of us, and you cannot choose selectively which part of the human rights you will believe in or work for. It is a whole entity. So it's a much more bigger picture than only the rainbow rights. Well, this is a really good question. What are the concrete actions? We have the rule of law mechanism. That has been put in place and that has been agreed to by all the three institutions. That means that the Commission has the possibility and the power to act with economical sanctions if there are breaches of the principle of rule of law in member states. This is one thing through which concrete action may be done. But then we have the LGBTIQ strategy, which is the first in history for the EU. And within that strategy, there are several demands on action. And following those proposals in the strategy, we would come a long way. One very important thing I want to raise from them is the recognition of families in cross-border situations. The LGBTIQ families must be protected and respected, and their rights cannot be abolished when they cross a border. Things like these are in the strategy as demands for action from the Commission. So a lot of emphasis on that, and that will bring us a long way if we get those to be realized. Well, that is a very good question. The best way for anyone to affect the society around you is to be the change yourself you want to see in others and you want to see in society. Also to be an active citizen, to participate in all the ways that are possible to participate in. Joining campaigns, signing petitions, making citizens' initiative, being a part of the public discussion, which then will set the political agenda as well. And of course, putting pressure on your own national parliaments. Is the legislation in order in your country? Is there an equal marriage law? Are the rights of transgender people based on their self-determination. Is that okay? Is adoption equal for all couples and all people? Things like this. It starts from those legislations which first gives everybody their rights. So there's a lot that an EU citizen can do. And then, of course, when you give your vote, first of all, always vote, and then choose to vote for a person or for a party who promises to work for these matters and for equality.